Okay, boys and girls, you do not know how many times I've tried to try this, how many times I've had to do this. Problems keep coming up. But hey everyone, it's your boy, Matt. Doing a little bit of an experiment here, trying something new for the channel. I'd like to give you a little bit of something to look at, instead of just my beautiful face. It appears that we were suspended in cryoanimation inside of a Ninja Turtle shell. We also appear to be in the HBS lab, and now we're going to be tested upon. Oh dear. You don't need to use the restroom? The PA system seems a little improved, I have to say. I don't think that's our usual PA announcer. Boy, this is... I hope you don't have claustrophobia. Anyway, so yes, we're going to try some new experiments here. I'd like to give you something to look at on the channel, but I'd also like to keep the educational, inspirational, enlightening aspect of the channel going. So I will lure you in. Oh, look at me. I'm pretty, mama. Tell me I'm pretty. Oh, look at those leg braces. Is this... I hope this isn't disabled phobic. It's a kind of an old game, I have to admit. It's an older game, but it's also a classic, so I thought I'd play this one so that it'd be something somewhat familiar, but I imagine a lot of you have not played it. So it's a puzzle game. So there will be no slaying, there'll be no murders, except for possibly mine. There'll be no murders in this game. No, it's totally PG. Although it can get a bit scary.
Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test.
So I'll lure you in with funny commentary and video games. And then towards the end, I'll impart a life lesson to you. Won't that be great? So let's just enjoy this for a few minutes. Bounce around. Honestly, I've recorded this about 5 times. Nope. So I know exactly what to do. Honestly, I've played this game so many times, I could speedrun it. Unfortunately, this first part is... there's a lot of waiting going on. So we'll wait until we see the red button. So yes, it's a portal game, a puzzle game that involves the use of portals. We don't have a portal gun just yet, but we will get one soon. Oh dear. Oh yes, I have to jump in here, I'm sorry. And there's the red button. Alright, so we put that down there.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part
it's
of
radioactive.
this test.
Okay, I think we have to jump out there, and then we wait for it to jump over here. Great. That wasn't too hard. Aperture laboratories. An aperture is a small hole or opening that you can look through or throw things through. So there's your word of the day. Yeah, it's kind of an older game, so the performance is not going to be great.
Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the aperture science material emancipation grill.
Emancipation grill.
In rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns,
is that a grill that emancipates you? So if Abraham Lincoln was a female, would that make him an emancipation grill? Oh look, we have a gun. Well, a portal gun at least. Alright, you guys need to understand that the first rule of Portal is that you have to destroy all of these things.
These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the
Abraham Lincoln is an emancipation grill.
Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
In case of implosion, look directly at implosion. Goodbye.
Please proceed to the chamber lock.
Bye.
Mind the gap.
Alright. Where are we supposed... oh, what the heck?
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus. Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Tested? Tested for what? Rabies? She doesn't have rabies. She may be drooling a little bit. It's fine to be drooling when you're 8 years old, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. She's done it for a long time. Yeah, the loading screens are just terrible. Goodbye.
Welcome to test chamber 4.
Hey.
You're doing quite
There we
well.
go.
For your own safety, do not destroy vital.
Aha! I didn't even have to go down. Speed run.
Once again, excellent
Dance
work.
party.
As part of our required
Wugga,
test
wugga, wugga,
protocol,
wugga, wugga,
we will
wugga,
not
wugga.
monitor the next test chamber. You
Oh,
will be entirely
unmonitored,
on
huh?
your own. Good luck.
Need some elevator music in here. Some Kenny G. Bang. All right. Oh, I'm supposed to start my my discussion now, I suppose.
Certain objects may be vital to your success.
I'm sorry. I'm so good at this game. I'm just blowing through it. So, my lesson today is that virtue is a mean. Now, what the heck does that mean? Virtue is a mean. What virtue is a mean means is that, and what I love about this is it's so applicable to so many different things, right? So virtue as a mean means that whenever you have a quality, right? So a good quality is a virtue. So like kindness, patience, courage, patience.
Good job.
Those are all virtues, right? And you always want to be in the middle, right? Every virtue is being in the middle of one of these things, right? It's not being two of one thing or two of another thing. It's being right in the middle, right? So how fast should you drive on the highway? Should you drive too slow? No. Should you drive too fast? No. How much should you eat? Too little? Too much? You should be in the middle. Now that doesn't mean you should always be wishy-washy. Sometimes you have to be extreme in order to counter things out, right? To balance things out. So let's say someone's being accused of a crime, and everybody's crying for justice. They want to punish this person. Well, maybe you should be the person who says, no, let's slow down. Let's have a little bit of mercy here, right? And on the other hand, if everyone is calling for mercy, then maybe you should be the person to call for justice, right? You need both these things. You need justice and mercy, or else the society will fall apart, right? Courage is an excellent example. What exactly is courage? Courage is the mean between recklessness and cowardliness or cowardice, right? So, is it courageous if you always rush into danger? No. Well, for one thing, that's just your personality. Virtue requires that you have a choice, right? That you build it as part of your character. If you just naturally always run to danger, then that's just part of your personality, right? Second of all, there are many times when you shouldn't run to the danger, and that's recklessness, right? Likewise, on the other hand, if you always run away from danger, that is cowardice, right? If you run away from the danger all the time, or when you shouldn't, then that is cowardice. There's another aspect too, one of knowledge, right? In order for you to be courageous, you have to know that there is danger to you, but you know it's the right thing, so you do it anyway.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
Right? So, if you know that there's no danger to you, then that actually is not courage, right? So sometimes there might be something that requires courage the first time, right? You might have to confront somebody. You might have to drive a car for the first time. That requires courage, right? You might have to ask someone out on a date. That requires courage, right? After that, it may not require courage so much. It might just be something normal you do, right? So I encourage all of you guys to be courageous, not just physically courageous, because there will only be perhaps a few times in your life where you might actually need physical courage, but be morally courageous and emotionally courageous. Don't just take the easy way out. And I tell you what, you'll know when these opportunities are showing themselves, right? Just like Colossus said in Deadpool, 2 or 3 times it takes to be a hero, right? Whenever you see something that doesn't seem right, do something, say something, but only if that's the right time to do it. Sometimes it's time to keep your mouth shut, right? Well, this is an impossible test, so I'm gonna give up right now. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video, and y'all have a good night, you hear?